Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today, discussing today the artificial intelligence and its effect on technical education, its effect on economy, and also on modern life. To shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to host today Dr. Mahmoud Baraka, economic consultant. Good morning, Dr. Baraka.
Good morning.
Dr. Baraka, could you give us an idea about the importance of the artificial intelligence in our daily life and in the modern life we are living now?
Actually, that's the minor part of our conversation today about artificial intelligence, that it's replacing so many jobs in the upcoming years, regarding how if these jobs have kind of pattern and repetitive work, I think they'll be the most replaceable by the AI or artificial intelligence. Then comes things with the more experience and more insights. No one is safe nowadays. I think everyone should be aware that maybe at one day he finds himself out of the job market because of a robot or software. The other main part that we should be tackling today is about the vocational learning. And I think vocational learning can be a new seed towards like reserving our rights away from the AI.
Yes. Yes. So how would the artificial intelligence affect the job market?
Maybe in Egypt we are still having this opportunity to sleep with good dreams about our jobs, but I think in so many countries it's like shrinking the job market.
Yes.
That's on one hand. On the other hand, maybe it's elaborating and giving more chance to people working in the field of the ICT to be more in demand. But actually, when you are in a country with like more than 100 million people, not all of them, or not even a fraction of them working in the ICT, we may be having to look forward for other playgrounds.
Yes. How does it influence? We'd like to shed more light on the artificial intelligence and its influence of influencing our daily life.
Okay.
Just give us some examples to get more closer.
Do you use Facebook?
Yes.
Do you use Uber?
Yes.
Do you use YouTube? Do you use Google?
Yes.
All of these use some techniques or another of AI and algorithms to track your life and to give you the best of the choices that they think that you need. Still on the career levels in Egypt, I cannot name a place that we can find artificial intelligence that is working. Maybe some security techniques or somehow, but the other thing, not that. But let me talk more about what I want to shed light on is on the vocational learning. Because, you know, as we are going through this jump or this leap in the economy these days, we are like drawing a big picture about the new environment of business that's going to be in Egypt, and every environment needs new seeds. And those new seeds can be part of our new renaissance for Egypt these days. So if you want to talk about what can be the best part or the most part of the upcoming renaissance or the upcoming seeds, it will be more into the vocational jobs.
Yes.
Away from the AI and the ICT. For sure there are good parts, but we know those people who can craft things in our daily lives. And actually we have this talent. Like if you go anywhere in the world, you will find that the Egyptian talent is really appreciated. Not for the method that the Egyptian child is the smartest in the world, but actually for like if you can count some countries in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, wherever you can go, you will appreciate more and more the Egyptian mindset when you come back. Just we need some resources and some hope that what we are seeding is getting its fruits.
Yes. So, in your opinion, how could the artificial intelligence be useful academic in the
academic career?
Yes.
Actually, AI is like maybe it will the people fit in the best subject that they want to study. Maybe to fit in the best career that they are up for. Maybe it will customize the learning path for every single student. no one-size-fits-all education that can be
Yes.
put further. That's for the AI part.
Yes. So, how do you think it is possible to enhance the technical education to include the artificial intelligence?
We are still far away from this. Actually, in Egypt, we still have to enhance our ideology and our point of view towards the vocational education or technical education.
Why far away? What are the steps that we should follow?
Okay, let me be in support or in the promotion of one of the systems that is found worldwide, especially the one in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. It's called the dual system.
Yes.
The dual system was presented in Egypt like in the mid-90s of the last century under the name of Baraka initiative. Then it things slowed down since 2011. Then it come back in 2015 to be the Egyptian dual system.
Yes.
And in this system, actually, it's to the contrary that the government had to do everything and had to teach the students or the apprentices in this case how to be up to the labor market. It's on the other hand, it gives the apprentice the opportunity to learn inside the factory.
Yes.
So the dual system, 80% of the learning is in the factory and only 20% is in the school. And the school is the one now who has to comply with the business needs and the factory needs. Maybe after the 3 years from which the apprentice, our apprentice gets graduated from his school or has his degree, which is co-jointly between the factory and the school, he can get a job, I think, much better paid than so many engineers nowadays. I saw some of them working here in MCV, in Bavaria, in Abu Ghali, Sweden, Al Arabi. So many of these companies has very high caliber of students, apprentices.
Yes.
That if they follow the traditional way of education, they could have no choice or no chance to enhance their lives at all.
Yes.
So actually, to start with the vocational learning, we have first to enhance our social acceptance of the vocational learning and vocational degrees.
Yes.
Then after this, we can talk about the advancement that can go throughout this pathway of learning.
Yes, Dr. Baraka, can this development in the technical education can affect the job market or enhance it?
Sure, let me tell you something. What enriches the job market are those people who can do, not these people just who can dream. So for those who know how to do things, how to interact with things, how to get out a product, some of them will work and will enhance the work environment in our multinationals, in our subsidiaries, in our big companies, and the others will do their own workshops and they can export and they can let people have more opportunities to join other companies. You know, they are calling them the master craftsman. And to open whatever, you must have someone who is named the master craftsman. This person knows exactly how to get out a product of good quality. And
yes,
you can find it in whatever, you know, one of those things. I found that they are having a degree for baristas. You know, the barista at the cafes or something. So the barista is someone who has just prepared you some coffee, some juice, a barman.
yeah.
And this barman gets a single course on how to follow the tradition of writing down the item's name with chalk on the blackboard, small blackboards. I asked him why now, we can just print it. No, but that's part of the tradition. That gives him his own imprint. He can personify, he can go into entrepreneurship without further investment in designer or something so. So here you are getting a new entrepreneurial class out of those people who can do things. And other than that, you will find everyone now is going to the university and getting a degree to be a white-collar employee. Where will all these people work?
Yes. So, Dr. Baraka, do you think that a person needs to study artificial intelligence so as to be able to apply this in his work?
I think we have enough of those people. We have great ICT graduates from our computer science and technology faculties and schools, and they are doing a great job. I believe that the Egyptian programmers now are getting very high ranks.
So the person should study the artificial intelligence?
No, everyone should study. Like we are having those people who can do the job, but we need those people who can do the thing that we can apply the artificial intelligence on.
So how can a person get to know more about the artificial intelligence in order to apply it, as I've said, in work? Read about it or...
Yesterday, learning something was very costly. Now we are living the age of education democratization. You can have democracy at learning anything. You have some platforms, I don't know if it's not an ad or not, but you have some platform as Udacity, as Coursera, as some Egyptian platforms that can offer this maybe free or at a fraction of cost.
Yes.
You can get like a diploma from Stanford University on AI for like $100 something. Less than 2,000 Egyptian pounds. If someone needs to, but if not, he can collaborate with some other one who knows AI.
Yes.
We don't have to know everything about everything to do the job.
Yes. So, Dr. Baraka, what influence can the artificial intelligence have on the society in general?
I think can help in detecting crimes. I can think it can help in
crimes.
Yeah, it can help in indicating the social impulse of how people are getting
Yeah,
where.
we need some examples for every detecting crimes, for example.
Okay.
What's your example?
Artificial intelligence about like detecting patterns of things.
Yes.
So if we detected different patterns, this means that we're having an issue here, and this issue may be a normal issue or a normal advance or something, or it's an odd issue that we have to follow. Yes. So when you follow the social causes early enough, you can prevent something that may happen in the future. AI was used in Great Britain, for example, to detect the amount of opium being used by the people living in London through the intelligence of the water samples.
Yes.
On the go. So they found that after the weekends, like the English people spend too much money and consume too much amount of opium that is undetected by the police.
Yes.
This was through AI. Yeah.
Yes. So, Dr. Baraka, what is the impact of the artificial intelligence on, for example, the development strategies?
Cost reduction.
Yes.
And less corruption. And actually, artificial intelligence always surprises us with something that we don't know, that we can have such information or such links between such informations. So it gives the governance of the country, even of the city of the country, the ability to maybe building patterns and for sure detecting the new patterns of society.
Yes. So how can artificial intelligence also have an influence on youth potentials in different sectors?
If those youth are the developers,
yes,
they are having the potential to build up great things their granddads and the whole family has never had the opportunity to do before.
Yes.
And if they are consumers of the AI products, they can get better options throughout their jobs if they are searching for jobs, get a better learning path, they're getting better partners if they are, nowadays we have such apps that match makes those new partners on the internet. You can get better community practices, you can get to better know about people that may think or feel like you in their surrounding things.
Yes.
Yeah, it can have all of this, it can create much more social dynamics.
Yes.
For this area.
So we'd like to know more about its influence on the educational process in general.
Okay, as we said earlier through this interview, that it helps you to get what you exactly need to know or still need to know throughout your learning path. That's one thing. The other thing, that it tests you the way that every subject should be tested, the other way around.
Yes.
It can tell you who is the best caliber in the future for best classes or for best jobs maybe, or the best internships from the students later on. That's how the AI can influence the education nowadays, according to my knowledge of the topic. I think that's all according the education thing, and also can tell the teacher according to what to teach and how to teach. Maybe at some classes we need no teachers, just we need some software or like a tailored presentation or tailored microframes that can teach students about certain topics.
Yes, yes. So Dr. Baraka, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has previously announced during the Sharm el-Sheikh International Youth Forum, the third edition, he have announced that a new generation of universities are going to take place. The president also said that technology has had a positive impact on advanced countries. What do you think of these statements by the president?
He had the truth fast, actually, because you know, if you're still doing things the way that everyone used to do it, you are not supposed to get any further advancement, because actually you're going to play on playgrounds that other people in other nations are having superiority and having the better know-how at every single angle. So the only thing is to have new leaps, and new leaps means new technologies or new ways of doing things. Yes. New technology in itself, a new way of doing things, and this will never happen unless you know the new technological practices, the new technological platforms, the new programs that you can use, whatever tool you can use to enhance things, and then do your own mix. So I think he means that we should have our own mix to leap forward. Yes,
the president also shed light on the resources that are being wasted while the world countries move forward. So wasting the resources and the opportunities. That's what we'd like to talk about.
Okay. Lost opportunities may be for me so many reasons. One of them is about accessibility to the opportunity. We may have lost opportunities because we are having so many people in our country, maybe like 40% of our population, who is not accessible to the kind of job that they can do best, or the kind of knowledge that can enrich their know-how about doing the job, or about the market, accessibility to the market itself. That's part of the story. The other ways may be that we are not adopting the best of class technology that can reduce the waste of the process, of the industrial process itself, or the farm process itself. Let me give you an example about Aswan. We are, I don't know if you know this or not, we are the #1 country in dates, you know, dates production worldwide. But no one knows this. But we are not even #3 worldwide when it comes to the classification of our quality, or the quality of our dates worldwide. And why is this? Because maybe we don't have the post-harvest processes, and they don't have the post-harvest processes that is applied on our dates, so they are ready for export or ready to be sold for high prices as its rivals from the Saudi dates or the Iraqi dates.
Yes.
That's a waste. That's a big waste concerning only one item. Other thing maybe because people don't know about the best way to irrigate the farms or to produce their crops. We may waste lots of fertilizer, lots of water, and we don't get it right. And for sure this will be reflected on the income of the farmer and so on. On the industrial level, because we may be thinking in a linear way, so we're just thinking that we may sell out our only products, but on the other hand, we may sell our waste, we may sell our byproducts for this thing, and so we're having like 2 or 3 or 4 revenue streams other than the original one. All of these are wastes that we have to put, and the biggest waste may be about the human waste, the human potential waste. Maybe people like have to believe that their time matters and their knowledge matters, and they have to understand that whatever they will do, they will get back some good revenues. They will be better off if they believed so, and they saw so. They will have, I think, the least waste when it comes to the human behavior and the human
Yes, Dr. Baraka, also the president said that Egypt is now prepared or preparing its national strategy for artificial intelligence in order to serve Egypt's development goals. So, could you elaborate or explain this sentence?
Actually, I'm not so aware about the behind-the-scenes effort for this, but I'm sure that it has best of our experts regarding
But
the
the
AI.
country is now prepared for the development goals through the artificial intelligence.
We are having some infrastructure, and we are enhancing
Yes.
our infrastructure.
Yes.
The other thing, we are enhancing our regulations and policies to be made regarding the usage
Very
of
good.
this infrastructure.
Yes.
I think we are becoming a market for software development. Since the flotation, the currency flotation, and we're having this privilege regionally, either it's on the Middle East or in Africa, maybe sometimes on the Mediterranean region as well. But what's behind the scene, how this will affect, and our country priority regarding this, actually I have to revise my files to give you the exact answer.
Yes,
to this,
the president also said that the strategy has been planned under the slogan Artificial Intelligence for Development and Prosperity that aims to utilize this technology to achieve Egypt's development goals and also to drive the economic growth. So how would this boost the economy in Egypt or influence the economy?
Okay, let's reframe, excuse me for the question, that
Yes.
it is not about how this will boost, it's how this will defend our position
Yes.
internationally. You know, when you are coming to commodity markets, the price competition is everywhere and the quality competition is everywhere. When we're getting to like even the branded products markets, still we may have little or not as much price competition as commodity, but when you come to the software and you are having this dependency and this habit built upon using the softwares and the AI and whatever technological solution, I think you are less volatile to whatever happens in the international and the worldwide events platform level. And this may reflect on whatever you may think of. You can get like nowadays we're having some things that may have our contacting our social lives every day, and it's giving us some hopes, giving us some arts, giving us some positive and negative effects as well. A program like TikTok or Instagram, it's Chinese, it's American, that one is American, and the former is Chinese. And whenever it's a software made by some people in China now can affect how I spend some of my time here in Egypt and may affect further my life. And we had like some other social debates regarding current issues happened on TikTok, for example. And this may affect our society, may affect the social causes society, may affect the industrial society, the media society, all of these through software. So I think it's a smart thing to build our upcoming strategies on the technology thing or technologically empowered solutions rather than on the old thing of products, because actually it's less costly somehow. And on the other hand, we can always have a new, better way of doing things or come up with total new thing with a total new business model and make a leap faster.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time and for your valuable information. Dr. Mahmoud Baraka, economic consultant, thank you very much for joining us this morning. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for following me. I leave you now with my colleague Shireen Adel.